Hi guys and welcome. What the is that? Welcome to another episode of Howdy SEEN Hangout. I have no idea what that was, but it was cool. We got fireworks and everything. Excellent. Howdy SEEN Hangout. We're going to recap Monday Night Raw, the Monday the 6th of May. We had a QR code. We had a video. We had some source code, some saucy code. It was great. I think there's a lot of cool stuff to unpack here, so we're going to get right to that after this thing. Bam! All right, guys, ready for Howdy SEEN Hangout. We got a QR code to start off Raw pretty early on in the Raw this week. The QR code for those interested is there. You can click on that. You can do all this yourself. You don't need me, but I'm just here to talk you through it. I'm just here to hang out. You know, that's what we're here for. That QR code led to a video, which I am going to play for you right now. Let's do it. Oh, there we go. Well, that made me jump. It was the first time I'd watched it all the way through. I'd seen a bunch of clips of it, and I'd seen the Howdy coat, which we'll talk about, the potential of Uncle Howdy there. It's got to be right, but it's the first time I'd seen that in action. It did properly make me jump. I don't know if you caught that, but yes, it was a cool moment. We'll play that video again in a little bit, but there was some stuff that happened during that video that we are going to go over now, and that starting off with that message, the new QR code videos. And soon you will understand that all we ever wanted was a chance. And you can see from the potential members of the Wyatt Six, your Bo Dallases, your Joe Gacy's, your Dexter Loomis's, Nikki Cross's, you know, Eric Rowan. Some of these people have an arguable point. They never really got a chance to shine, and maybe we're going to get that. Maybe these people are going to get that now, and it's exciting. We're going to understand that all they ever wanted is a chance, and this is their chance. This is their chance to shine, and that, to me, is exciting. This is a chance for Eric Rowan to shine. This is a chance for Joe Gacy to shine, for Dexter Loomis to shine, for Nikki Cross to re-shine, because I think she shone at some points, and so, to be fair, did Eric Rowan. But I think, particularly Dexter Loomis, Joe Gacy, this is their time to have a chance to shine, and I'm very excited about it. If you notice in the code there, that is the numbers that we talked about in the previous video. Okay, so it's the code, is the date for the King and Queen of the Ring in May, which is coming up in 19 days. There was another puzzle there as well, hidden under the video on, if you go on the video, hidden under that, if you highlight the words year, it says years in a metatonic cycle, which is 19 years in the metatonic cycle, 19 days until King and Queen of the Ring. So some nice little teases there. Once again, if you highlight below the video, you will be able to see the words years in metatonic cycle, giving you that hint for 19 days until King and Queen of the Ring, which looks like that is what we're going to get. Once again, May 25th is actually Bo's birthday, Taylor's birthday. So some lovely little bits there. Once again, I want to talk about the Uncle Howdy sighting that happened. Like I said, we've got that image there. So clearly that is Uncle Howdy, right? And like I say, we'll get a better picture of it when we replay the video. But that was cool that we actually got a solid sighting of Uncle Howdy. And there's some other really nice moments in this. There's a puzzle that the QR code leads you to as well. The puzzle is here, okay, and that's what y'all led to in the puzzle to solve. Now, I'm not really a big puzzle person, but there's a lot of people that are really into this and really got into this. Okay, so there's a puzzle to solve, and when you solve it, I just want to take a moment to thank some of the people that I've taken stuff from for this video. Bobby Back Lashley, Wyatt Crimson 6, Ashley Little Firefly, who solved the puzzle. The Uncle Howdy sighting came from the Insiders, and Draven, which I will get to in a minute. There's an article that is in this video. So thank you all for these screenshots and things. So this was solved. This was the puzzle solved. Once again, the puzzle there is the original thing. And then it solved is there. You know nothing. Hell is only a word. Reality is much, much worse. That is some dark, heavy stuff. Again, the idea that these people are lost. They're trying to find their way back. You know, maybe they've been in hell, but they're coming back to reality, and they know it's much, much worse. I'm talking about Joe Gacy, who's wondering where he is. I'm talking about Dexter Lumis, who's put a question mark to where he is. You know, maybe they're in hell and they're coming back to reality. You know, some very interesting stuff there. Some very interesting points. Somebody pointed out the source code for the video here, which I think is really interesting. There is an article that is a direct link to an article, and that is around, I think it's from Inside the Ropes from 2023, saying Bo Dallas is not expected to be back on WWE television. The article screenshot is there. So that, again, it's kind of like a little... I think it references Dave Meltzer. It is on Inside the Ropes, but it's a little bit of a cheeky kind of counter by the QR codes, by the QR code gods, by Uncle Howdy, by the Wyatt Six, saying, you know, look, you're wrong. You're wrong. We are here. You know, Bo is here. We are here. You know, so very cool kind of shots fired, as it were, from Bo Dallas, from Uncle Howdy there. Particularly interesting spot in the QR code, and then obviously years in the Metonic cycle there as well, which we discussed, leading us to believe, as with that, that we are getting the return at King and Queen of the Ring in late May. Some other points I want to discuss with you, of course, I don't think we've really mentioned, are the Loomis and Gacy clues. I will obviously I've screenshotted those. So the first thing there is Joe Gacy saying, "Where am I?" And there is Dexter Loomis's question mark. So they don't know where they are, but they are coming. They are coming as part of the Wyatt Six, which is pretty exciting when you think about it. It's it's cool. These guys are going to have a second chance. They are going to have a second chance. Talking about chances, that video did. These guys are going to get a second chance. You know, also in the video source code, I also wanted to highlight this. Very, very cool little note here. In the video source code, it has the date February 6/23. The February 6/23, 2023 episode of Raw had Dexter Loomis defeating Baron Corbin, and also Brock Lesnar, F5, Bobby Lashley. Of course, Bobby Lashley was going to be, Brock Lesnar was also potentially going to be Bray's last feud, but also cross-stalking the way including at the time Gargano and Dexter Loomis as well. Nikki Cross was stalking, I believe it was Candice LeRae, Johnny Gargano's other half. So yeah, so some nice little hints at a potential first feud back. Maybe Bo continues to continues where Bray left off, trying to feud with Bobby. Obviously Dexter getting a win there, but also being a part of the cross-stalking is all hints to the current members of the Wyatt Six, or the rumored current members of the Wyatt Six. So some very, very cool clues there, guys. Once again, QR code leading to the video featuring that, the date, of course, tied into the King and Queen of the Ring, which I just think it's very, very cool. Very, very cool stuff. To plant the seed for some interesting bits as we get to King and Queen of the Ring. The puzzle as well coming from the video. and the QR code, the puzzle solved. This is that again, very, very kind of dark, very intense. You know nothing. Hell is only aware. Reality is much, much worse. Are Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy coming from hell to a much worse reality? That is again, the puzzle was a stroke of genius. I really liked that. The Uncle Howdy sighting, which is here. You could just see that screenshot there. That was really interesting to actually see Howdy for the first time in a long time. And then the QR code taking shots at people who did not believe Bo was coming back. People didn't believe Bo was coming back. All these outlets were reporting that, but now Bo is coming back. Bo is coming back as part of the Wyatt Six, and that is pretty cool, as Carlito would say. So there is that as well to look at. Very, very exciting, and of course, the source code there also hinting at the date, which I thought was a really nice little spot. February 6, 23, highlighting different elements of this current gimmick of the Wyatt Six. Dexter Lumis hinted at Bobby Lashley, a potentially new feud, and of course Nikki Cross stalking members of the Way. So maybe these, the idea is maybe that these thoughts and ideas were planted a long time ago when Nikki Cross was stalking Candice LeRae and Dexter Lumis potentially. So maybe these ideas were planted at the very first, maybe this was it, the very first time it was planted last year. Interesting stuff, huh? Interesting stuff. The maybe this is what was supposed to happen all along with Bray, and we're just getting a continuation of that, just in a different format. So very, very cool. There's also another note here that I've made, the name of the video. So the video, if you look at the URL for the video that we will watch again in a second, and we featured at the beginning of this video, is derisive, which means to ridicule. And again, Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, the Wyatt Six feeling ridiculed, feeling they haven't had a chance, and we're about to find out what happens when we give them one. We're about to find what happens when these guys are given a chance to shine. When you're Dexter Lumis, your Joe Gacy, your Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas, Nikki Cross, Eric Rowan as well, are given a chance to shine. And I think it's so exciting. This is really, really cool. I did a video last night comparing Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy to Raven. I don't think this needs to be necessarily a main event angle. I don't think Bo Dallas necessarily needs to be in the main event. I'd love him to be, but this can work, man. If you compare Bo Dallas to Raven, to Jake the Snake Roberts, to those Hall of Famers, Goldust, he could have a Hall of Fame career, man. Bo Dallas could have a Hall of Fame career, and he doesn't need to be in the main event. This faction doesn't need to be in the main event to build stars like Joe Gacy, even Dexter Lumis. This is an exciting time. This is an exciting, innovative, interesting time in wrestling, and the very same excitement that was there when Bray came back is here now for the return and the debut rather of the Wyatt Six later this month. It looks like at King and Queen of the Ring. So I hope you guys are as excited as me. Let's go. And also, the Nightbird song did play. Some people are saying on the beginning of Raw, some people are saying it was a little bit more chaotic than normal, a little bit more all over the place. So maybe again signifying as the weeks go on, maybe it gets louder, more chaotic as we get closer to that King and Queen of the Ring debut. So very, very cool stuff. I want to play the video again just to see if we missed anything and go over that before we finish up today. So guys, thank you so much for bearing with me on this, and thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all of your support with this series. We're hoping to have some special guests down the line from this channel and other channels to talk about Uncle Howdy as the gimmick unfolds, as the Wyatt Six unfolds. And I just thank you so much for your support and your comments as well. I've really, really appreciated it. I've come back to wrestling as a fan because of this, and you guys are reminding me why I love this community so much. It is an absolute pleasure to be here and do these videos. So thank you so much for watching. Let's bring this back up and let's see if we missed anything. I'm going to put that back up because that was the overriding message. Soon you will understand that all we ever wanted was a chance And we're about to see what happens when these guys, the Wyatt Six, Dexter Lumis, Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan, Bo Dallas, Nikki Cross are all given. And potentially, again, we're not ruling out, at the moment, we don't have the knowledge Braun Strowman's in. We don't have the knowledge Alexa Bliss is in, but they could be. So again, we don't know how this is going to expand, but these guys are all going to get a chance to shine. And I'm very excited about that. So let's play this again, see if we missed anything. Okay. Got me again. Yeah, the really cool themes there. Again, the Pluto symbol, the bird, of course, symbol of resurrection, watching, new chances. Maybe that's it. This is a new chance for these guys to shine, a re-emergence, a development of character, development of gimmick, development of Bray Wyatt's legacy. There's so many cool themes here that I'm so excited to explore, and I'm so happy that Uncle Howdy, because we weren't entirely sure, I guess, until now that Uncle Howdy was definitely going to be back doing this, and it looks like he is in some form. Whether we get Uncle Howdy full time or a bit like the Fiend, where Uncle Howdy comes out part time and Taylor Rotunda, Bo Dallas is the other, half. I mean, there's so many possibilities, and I, for one, am really excited for later on this month and the hopeful return at King and Queen of the Ring. A lot of people are saying, we've had too many teases now. As Bray Wyatt said, patience is a lost art, and patience is almost time, and it is almost time. And you guys have been, supportive of this so far. So just a few more weeks, and we'll get it, and we'll be here to look at it. We'll be here to cover it. And thank you so much for your support of this series, Howdy's Holy Hangout, but also the channel as well. Of course, the other members of this team cover wrestling during the week, so we really appreciate it. Hopefully you can see it in my eyes, man, how grateful I am, and yeah, thank you so much. And we'll see you again later on this week for some more teasers and clues. This has been Howdy's Holy Hangout. I've been Dom. If I've missed anything, crucially, because I do miss some stuff, I can't always get everything, and there are obviously other great resources and channels out there as well. So if I've missed anything, please let me know and put it in the comments, and we'll cover it. We'll get to it, and I'll also reply to comments and stuff whenever I can. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for being a part of this community with me, and big love and respect. Okay, take it easy. This has been Dom. Howdy's Holy Hangout. See you next time. Bye.